What's up, everyone? Welcome to Koshaku of Gaming. My name is Alan, and we are continuing Little Red Lie. Alright, now, before you blow your brains out over some attractive, upper middle class white woman just because you would fuck her brains out, I was thinking, maybe we could take a moment to talk about the things she told you. To talk about the things that people like her will never tell you. The money. We all know money talks, everything else walks. You know her, overeducated, underemployed, bridging into 40 with no real prospects, no real anything. And then one day, a bill finally arrives that cannot be paid. One which even the family that made her feel invincible all her life can no longer bear. And then it all falls down. A great Kanye West song, by the way. Then comes the self-pity, the woe is me, the toxic, dishonest belief that even if you had a shot, you never had a chance. But let me ask you something. Where was this person 5 years ago? I'll tell you where they were. They were pretending they never saw it coming. They were racking up debt, desperately hoping they would never lose imaginary face with kombucha? Must be a coffee or something. Sipping celebrities. They won't tell you how they did it to themselves. I gotta agree. Again, being objective, bugging my throat. Being objective, I can see both sides to both characters. I can see where both characters are coming from. You know, Sarah and I think this guy's name is Arthur. But the past is the past. Nobody can run from it forever. That's true. Really, that's definitely true. And the numbers don't lie. That is also true. Yeah, I think a big problem nowadays is nobody wants to take responsibility, and that's like and it's growing at an alarming rate. Like nobody wants to take responsibility. Everyone wants to point the finger at someone else, and this ranges from everyone, little kids to middle aged and old adults. I think that's why we're in the situation we're in today. But we don't need to feel sorry for ourselves. Yeah, I can see that. We don't need to feel anything. But what we need to do is stop talking, stop complaining, and actually do something about the mess we're in. Manipulate the desperate and unemployed. Yeah, that sounds like capitalism. Lots of sad single people. I'll swap things around so it seems like that part is the grand finale. You show me any good thing in the world, anything at all, and I'll show you why it doesn't mean a goddamn thing without money. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go and interact with the crowd now. Oh, maybe not. What is love without money? Love without money is a lie. A sad fuck in the woods. The bitterness of someone who realizes they've misplaced their faith, that you're never going to make it no matter how much they believe in you. The parties you go to where they start looking around for somebody else, someone who can take them places, who they could build something with. Nothing but a betrayal waiting to happen. What kind of love is that? Lie about respect. Let me see if I can go down here. What am I, some hillbilly preacher screaming in tongues? I don't do that crowd work chit chat bullshit. Oh, well, it's worth a shot. Can't walk off. Boy, do I wish I could play the piano. What is this? The way you can let a silent moment hang while you drink water is perfect. It's like a free dramatic pause. Nobody can accuse you of having it be contrived. You want to say it for exactly the right time. Actually, I guess now is fine. Alright, let's get back to it. What is a life without money? A life without money is a lie. An endless exhaustion. 6 jobs or no job. Cards decline. Minimum wage clerks who stare you down like a leper. Creditors who call day and night, melting your existence into pennies on the dollar. The realization that most people will consider your insecurity and sufferings to be more of an impolite imposition than anything else. Alright, let's check out the last slide. Lie about hope. It's becoming more of a popular word now, echo chamber. I've never heard that word before, but I'm starting to hear it more so these days. And what is a family without money? A family without money is a lie. A family without money is nothing. A family without money is a father who can take you fishing, but not to the dentist. The kind of family that functions only so long as the credits can roll an hour later. And for those charged with protecting it, a family without money is a moral failure, one that can never be erased. It is a cliff-hanging hand that slips from your grasp. A future that falls away. Will you keep standing in that house, staring out the window? Or will you wake up, take control of your life, and make the sacrifice that could save them all? Rituals. For better or worse, there really is no place like home. In all my years of living on my own, I never achieved even a fraction of the sense of place that I still feel every time I walk through this door. Everything is just where it was, and everyone is just who they were. But at the same time, the older you get, the more that same comfort starts to scare the hell out of you. I remember I've done that before. Remember I brought groceries for my dad's, and it wasn't like they didn't appreciate it, but it was just like not the right stuff, not the right groceries. I guess it was things that I would buy for myself had I lived on my own, which now, that I do, I don't even buy groceries like that now, because I don't really cook like that, so. But yeah, it's weird how things work out. But mom had a way she wanted the yard to look, and it took dad twice as long to do anything with me helping him. You can't be an adult in a place you grew up. It isn't your job there. And you can't break up the order of things in a place where that order is everything. That's very true, yeah. I think we've all been there. Or maybe most of us, I should say, some to most. Trying to move back home and trying to be an adult around your parents. Nah, it's not gonna happen. At least not the way you picture it anyway. Alright, let's see what her dad wants. Lie about concern. One of the cats got out. Bobo is his name. I don't hear anything. I heard him meow. You know what your mother's like. The allergies. I'm going to help her get ready for bed. Also, both sisters are living in the house, I think. I'm going to help her in this house. You find the cat and get it back downstairs. Conceal Bobo's escape. Alright, we gotta find this cat. Which I prefer dogs over cats, but that's for another episode. Let's go find this cat. Alright, that must be the entrance. That's the bathroom. I'm sure the cat would never go in there because cats don't like water. Alright, nothing in the closet. Let's try going downstairs. So is it laundry? I hate the way mom has to creep around in her own basement doing laundry just to not wake her up. Almost as much as I hate the way she then does laundry herself in the middle of the goddamn night. You can hear it all the way upstairs. At least the washing is done, though the drying must be twice as loud. Yeah, actually it is. Oh, her sister lives in the basement. Okay. In her defense, mom's idea of knocking on a door when we were growing up was to knock and then immediately open it half a second later. In a way, going back and forth on that lock was where everything started. Look at that. You could tell it's from Amazon if you look at the box closely. The one at the very bottom. It has the Amazon symbol with the small arrow. Dad used to store a lot of homemade beer down here. Nobody kept track of how much anybody was taking. Or at least not until it became obvious that someone was taking way more than their share. Alright, let's go back upstairs. No choice but to talk to her. Oh, I got suspending in 50 minutes because lights cannot be verified. I don't know why it always says that, because I just bought the game. The first episode, same day I played it, I bought the game. Legit. It actually did this with Crash Bandicoot. Stupid freaking network. I don't know what's going on with that. No, that's too much. Don't even think something like that. You don't really mean it. She stayed at a mental hospital downtown for a few days before my parents moved her out to a private facility in Gulf. I don't know what that is. Though I don't know if it is incredible what everybody's treating you like the center. Okay. But then life goes on, and the people around you go back to being the people they used to be, the people they actually are. So should he. So she did. Wow. Tongue twister. Still haven't seen what her sister looks like. And I know we're supposed to go counseling too, but even if it helped, is it really worth tripling the bill, even if we could afford it? And does your life really end up any less mired in her shit? Or do you become even worse? What if it only ends up making you as obsessed with her as she is with herself? And how does it end? I guess her sister is one of those people who, I don't know, maybe just wants to be isolated, which is kind of like myself, you know. I prefer to be isolated away from people if I can help it in a way. Almost antisocial, almost. I guess maybe like riding the borderline, or riding the fence, you know. Okay. Everybody has their own coat hanger, believe it or not. I think even my sister would consider it anathema to violate that. Maybe she isn't as gone as we think. I remember couches like that. The couches that pull out into a bed. She took us to the zoo, the park. I really loved her. No cat underneath this. Alright. So checked inside the couch. Under the couch, I mean. Inside there. Nothing. I can't move it without risking a minor but permanent injury. And she's not crawling on her knees to look. Oh, her dad is a cop. I don't think other cops ever trusted my dad. They all lived out in Woodby and Oshawa, and would drive into Big Bad Scarborough every day to unleash white trash justice. He was the guy who actually lived here, who was from here. I'm sure he had to go along to get along. It means a lot to me. Yeah, from my understanding, a lot of law enforcement don't live in the places that they patrol, that they work in. A lot of them live outside, that city or in a different part of that city. Typically, the middle class or upper class or whatever, and then they come to those urban areas, to patrol. And that's why they can dish out what they do so easily. Nothing against law enforcement, but that's the truth. It is what it is. Dinner was a big deal in our house growing up. Being late to the table once you got called was one of the few ways to actually get yelled at. No cat underneath it though. Alright. Dinner wasn't the cat was under the freaking couch. I checked there. Oh wait, no, she didn't check there. Never mind, I take that back. Cause she was too lazy. See what being too lazy gets you? She could have found the cat already. Alright, so he's on top of the dresser now. Some things are 50-50 no matter what. All you can do is roll the dice. I can't remember what movie we saw. Mom looks like she hated it, but that's what her face is like most of the time. They have their dad's eyes, and his his hair. Look at this. I'm looking at the family resemblance. Thank God I don't make that face. I always feel ashamed to have good memories from when I was growing up. I look at this picture and I see people that I love more than people that I see now, including myself. No matter how you think about it, we were better then. Alright, let's go get this cat. Scratch cat fever. Bo. Wow, really? You guys remember that anime? I remember it when I was like in high school. It came on, and I never watched it just because of the name alone. The name alone, like, just put me off. But there was an anime called Bobo something. Bobo is a really long name, stupid name to me anyway. But I like animals too. Strictly, I'm a dog guy. I prefer dogs over any other animal. You name it, hamsters, cats, turtles, anything, horses. Dogs over everything else. I'm gonna make a shirt called Dogs Over Everything. Yeah, that sounds nice. If an innocent animal had to suffer or die because I didn't have the money to save it, I think a part of me would never forgive myself. It must be super sad to be a loser by Arthur Fox. If you ever been important, you know how fucking tedious it is to talk to people who aren't. I know that sounds callous, but can we get real for a second? These assholes couldn't get $1 million if they tripped over a bag with $1 million in it. They shit their pants and cart off in the ambulance because they scraped their knee. They don't have anything to offer you. There are no fair trades here. You're a big fucking deal with important things to do. Listening to human smegma, just wasting your time, droning on and on about a bunch of shit they're gonna do. except there fucking ain't. Jesus, I thought I only had to talk to the VIP meeting and greet people. These are the VIP meet and greet people. They keep selling more VIP tickets. Alright, let me get this over with. Don't forget, someone is coming to see you afterwards. 20 years to retirement. It was perfectly fine. It worked, but I think you can do better. I know you've got a lot of talent. Why don't you polish up before the next event? It says, let me tell you something. Young women are the most amazing thing going on in the workforce today. Me and all the guys I came up with are always saying so. You can pay them less, they work like dogs, and they're a hell of a lot easier on the eyes than some dickbag wearing a suit that looks like he bought it for the prom he never went to. And best of all is that right when all these chicks get to the age they start wanting more, emotions raised and the rest of it, a good bunch of them go off, have kids, and you never have to see them again. Then you get to dip back into the college interns, get a fresh batch, and the cycle begins anew. Glad hand, a bunch of pointless dick holes. Hey there, everybody. I didn't get to see that part. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop here, you guys. Yeah, stories are just going back and forth from one perspective to another. With a chick whose sprite looks like I forgot her name. A chick whose sprite looks like Martha Stewart, and a guy that resembles what's his face, Donald Trump. So both have interesting perspectives. Again, trying to remain objective here. So with that said, you guys be sure to smack the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all on the next part.